Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action. It is the second day of the Gulfstream Park West meet. We have 10 races on the card today. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Happy to have you with us today. Let's get right to the track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with the fast main track and a firm turf course. The Sunday opener at 1 mile and 70 yards over the main track. Claimers in for a $6,250 price tag. All eyes on number 2, Legacy Dansour.
And they're off to an even beginning. Pasador is asked for speed from the inside. Legacy Dansour right up there in second. The gray Magno Ejemplo being asked for speed as well as they move towards the first turn. Thunder Fleet is inside of Arch Leader, who's reined back in to sit back off those pace setters. And Kid's Kid at the back of the field, 5 lengths off those leaders as they move into that first turn. It's Pasador with Legacy Dansour. Head and head around that first turn. Magno Ejemplo could not get to the lead, now sits in third. Arch Leader still under a tight hold, has moved up nicely in the 4th spot at the rail. About 3 lengths off those leaders. Thunder Fleet in behind that. The trailer is Kid's Kid. Pasador asks for the speed early, and Pasador is up by a half length. Legacy Dansour, the favorite, right there in second. Magno Ejemplo, wide journey now in third. Arch Leader continues to travel okay in the 4th spot. Thunder Fleet still shares the back with Kid's Kid. As they approach a half mile left to go, Pasador inside of Legacy Dansour. Magno Ejemplo asked to get closer as it looks like number 6, Arch Leader, has just gone wrong. Maybe took an awkward step and dropped back to the back of the field. Kid's Kid has moved up into the 4th position. Thunder Fleet, Arch Leader at the back. Into the far turn, it continues to be Pasador and Legacy Dansour. Legacy Dansour travels the better of the two. Confident look under the legs for Zayas with a 1/4 mile left to go. Legacy Dansour is now taking the lead. Pasador resilient at the rail, now gives way a bit. Legacy Dansour starts to open up. Magno Ejemplo coming up on the outside. Thunder Fleet, Kid's Kid way out in the back, and being eased was Arch Leader as Legacy Dansour trying to hold off the come from behinders. Kid's Kid at the rail. Thunder Fleet down the center of the track. Legacy Dansour, the favorite, to kick off the pick 5. Kid's Kid finished second, Thunder Fleet third, and Magno Ejemplo finished 4th in 1:46.1.
The favorite does not disappoint in the opening contest as 2, Legacy Dansour, just proves too much for the competition and wins for New Phoenix Stable and trainer Jenna Antonucci. Edgard Zayas on board for the winning ride. Late run from 7, Kid's Kid to get into second from 4, Thunder Fleet, who ran on to be third. We turn now to the second race, maiden special weight at 6 furlongs. Late scratch of 4, Myrtle Allen. The race time favorite, number 6, Dreamy Art.
And they're off. Slow start for Judicious. Dreamy Art broke well from the outside. Curlin's Image right there in second. Bradley's Sunshine tries to get up into that pace battle as well, and Whistle is moving up at the rail. Those far have separated a bit from the early trailer, about 7 lengths off those leaders. Judicious. Curlin's Image and Dreamy Art down the back stretch. Curlin's Image maybe a nose in front. Dreamy Art up on the outside in second. Whistle is in the 3rd spot now stalking. Bradley's Sunshine is in 4th. It's far back, another 10 lengths back to the trailer Judicious as they move into the far turn. Dreamy Art now puts ahead in front of Curlin's Image. Curlin's Image tries to re-rally at the rail, comes right back. Whistle moves into striking position in the 3rd spot. Bradley Sunshine still in 4th, still far back to Judicious. 1/4 mile left to go, and Dreamy Art has the lead. Curlin's Image still fighting hard at the rail. Here comes Whistle, and Whistle has been switched out to the outside. Bradley Sunshine, Judicious with some late run. It's still Dreamy Art. Whistle on the left lead, but Whistle is making up some ground. It's Dreamy Art and Whistle. First time starter Whistle now bearing down on Dreamy Art. Dreamy Art is resilient, sticks the nose out. Dreamy Art and Whistle, Dreamy Art, Whistle. Very tight photo finish. Dreamy Art inside of Whistle. Curlin's Image finished 3rd. Bradley Sunshine finished 4th in 1:12.1.
Exciting stretch run in today's second race. Number 2, Whistle, was fractious behind the gate and switched leads late to power up for the victory under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for Gray Stables and trainer Marty Wolfson. Heartbreaking loss for 6, Dreamy Art, who did all the heavy lifting, from 5, Curlin's Image, who had to settle for 3rd. Don't go anywhere. More great racing action from Miami Gardens right after this. Back now for the third race on the program. We bring out 2-year-olds on turf for a $25,000 price tag. We had a rider change on number 5, Gran Albario to Carlos Hernandez. Scratch number 8, Here Comes Trouble. A field of 9, race time favorite number 3, Yo No Sé.
And they're off. Get a Valentine broke well. Blue Xanadu from in between horses out to the front. Bishi, and at the rail, Twice Oaked, and Bishi with the early lead. Blue Xanadu will drop off the pace into the third position. Get a Valentine at the rail in fourth. In tight right now is Noble Change in the 5th spot. Outside of that, Science to Win. Trailers, Granabadio and Circle Away. Twice Oaked with the lead. Bishi up on the outside in second. Blue Xanadu has settled into the 3rd spot. They're bunched up in behind that leader. Science to Win outside of Get a Valentine. Yo No Sé has moved up inside of Noble Change. Gran Abadio, and the trailer is Circle Away. Twice Oaked trying to take them all the way. Twice Oaked with the lead. Blue Xanadu continues to move forward at the rail, now into the 2nd spot. Bishi up on the outside in 3rd. Science to Win a bit wider. Get a Valentine. Yo No Sé is looking for a seam through. Noble Change outside of Yo No Sé. 4 lengths back to the trailers, Gran Abadio, and Circle Away into the far turn. Twice Oaked has now given up the lead to Blue Xanadu. Blue Xanadu inside. Here comes Science to Win. Also Get a Valentine with some rally as they hit the top of the stretch. Blue Xanadu with the lead. Twice Oaked still right there. Also Science to Win running on now at the rail. Get a Valentine. And here comes Get a Valentine who scoots on through. Twice Oaked trying to re-rally. Blue Xanadu, Science to Win. Late run from Yo No Sé. Get a Valentine has now hit the 16th pole, and Get a Valentine's opening up, extending the stride, and wins. Yo No Sé ran on for 2nd. Blue Xanadu in 3rd. Science to Win finished 4th. Then Twice Oaked finished 5th. Then 1, 32, and 4.
Number 4, Get a Valentine, gets a ground-saving trip, and Leonel Reyes punches him through, turning for home, and he kicks on for the score for trainer Eduardo Esperoa Jr. and owner Gail Woods. Number 3, Yo No Sé, too late while running on for 2nd in front of 6, Blue Xanadu, who completes the trifecta. Race number 4 on the program brings out a field of $30,000 claiming horses racing 6 furlongs over the fast main track. A field of 7, rider change on 5, Nook to Carlos Olivero. Odds-on favorite number 4, Ranger in Paradise.
And they're off. Nook hopped in the air at the start. Little Meatball at the rail, goes out for the lead in between horses. Shoot Craps, and now Shoot Craps asserts to the front. Ranger in Paradise up on the outside in 2nd. Game Lad in 3rd. Little Meatballs drop back into the 4th position. Outside of that one, Bazad's Pride. 2nd to last, Express Jet, and the trailer is Nook, as Shoot Craps has the lead. Ranger in Paradise, stalking trip in 2nd, right there outside of Shoot Craps. Game Lad in 3rd. Bazad's Pride has moved up from the 4th position. Little Meatball drops back. Express Jet is now out of 2nd to last. The trailer continues to be Nook as Shoot Craps into the far turn. Ranger in Paradise is asked for the effort. Hasn't made up the ground yet on Shoot Craps. Shoot Craps still up by a length as they approach the quarter-mile mark. Ranger in Paradise, Bazad's Pride running on. Little Meatball in between horses. Express Jet on the outside. Top of the stretch, and Ranger in Paradise has now taken the lead. Shoot Craps down at the rail in 2nd. Bazad's Pride coming up in between runners, and Express Jet on the wrong lead, but Express Jet has the momentum up at the outside. Ranger in Paradise, big favorite. Express Jet trying to get there on the outside. Ranger in Paradise is resilient. Express Jet, it comes down to a photo finish. Express Jet on the outside of Ranger in Paradise. Bazad's Pride finished 3rd. Little Meatball finished 4th, and Nook ran on for 5th in 1, 10, and 2.
Number 4, Ranger in Paradise, had got the better of number 2, Express Jet in their prior meetings, but today Express Jet turns the tables and gets the victory for trainer Bernie Campos and Bersalou Farm. Miguel Vasquez on board for the winning ride. Number 4, Ranger in Paradise had to settle for 2nd from 6, Bezod's Pride, who completes the trot. On to the 5th race we go. It began the 20-cent Rainbow 6 on the Sunday program. It's on turf at 7.5 furlongs. $8,000 claimers went postward. We had a scratch of 9, Vineyard Nina, and 11, Il Filtrata. Race time favorite off the claim, number 5, Kokomo.
And they're off. China Bella breaks out well, out for the lead. Mo Weiss at the rail is asked for speed, and Mo Weiss will take command. China Bella in 2nd, trying to drop down his Daddy's Pride into the 3rd spot inside of that Moonlight Salsa. Tucked in at the rail is Ariel's Flyer. In behind that, Kokomo. China Bella's right there. Adar has dropped back Towards the back of the field in the trailer is Sweet Irish Rose as Mo Weiss has the lead. Mo Weiss trying to slow things down on that front end. Now up by a length as Daddy's Pride has run up into second. The gray Ariel's Flyer tucked into a nice spot at the rail in third. Moonlight's Salsa in fourth. Love Years has dropped down from the outside post into the fifth position. China Bella inside of that. Kokomo in a tight spot in between runners. Moving through at the rail now. Here comes a move from Adar and still at the back, Sweet Irish Rose. Mo Weiss continues to set the fractions, and Mo Weiss has slowed it down quite a bit on the front end. Mo Weiss trying to go all the way. Ariel's Flyer continues to gradually make up ground inside of Daddy's Pride. Daddy's Pride still holds on to that second spot. Moonlight Salsa. Adar continues this rally from the back. Love Years outside of that. Kokomo's got to get going. Kokomo towards the back of the pack. China Bella. The trailer is still Sweet Irish Rose. Mo Weiss continues to lead. Ariel's Flyer, the gray. Here comes Ariel's Flyer now coming off the rail. Now streaking up at the rail is China Bella with some run as well. Up on the outside, Daddy's Pride. Late run coming from Adar. China Bella trying to get to Ariel's Flyer. Ariel's Flyer, China Bella on the inside. Ariel's Flyer finding a bit more. Ariel's Flyer to win. China Bella finished second. It was a scramble on for third. Daddy's Pride, Mo Weiss and Adar in 1:33 and 2.
Hold on to your hats. It's a 50-1 shocker in Sunday in South Florida as number 2, Ariel's Flyer, outkicks the competition under Pedro Monterrey Jr. for trainer Javier Negrete and owners Saturnino Aguilar and Luis Aguilar. Number 3, China Bella tried to rattle up the inside but had to settle for second from number 7, Daddy's Pride, who finished third. Don't go anywhere. More great racing action from Gulfstream West, including the late pick 5, right after this.
Passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the day. Race 6 brings out maiden claimers at the $12,500 level. They race 5.5 furlongs. Number 6, Siki make the rider Carlos Hernandez. Number 9, Candy Carlos make the rider Misael Jaramillo. 9 went favored on the outside.
And they're off. Candy Carlos breaks well from the outside, and Candy Carlos out for the lead. King Dude of Ocala right there in second with Siki, who's sneaking through at the rail. Making of words is in the 4th spot, Italian Lemonade. In behind that one, Astrojack making up some ground, Miss Paddy. Second to last right now is another Indelible, and at the back it's American Czar. Candy Carlos with the lead, Making of Words, and the red cap coming through at the rail, trying to move up into that second spot. Siki's in third. Outside, King Dude of Ocala, Italian Lemonade's in 5th. Astrojack being asked for the effort around the far turn, Miss Paddy. Second to last continues to be another Indelible, and at the back, American Czar. Quarter mile left to go. Candy Carlos calling the shots. Candy Carlos up by 2. Siki moving up at the rail in the second spot. King Dude of Ocala begins to fade a bit. Up on the outside, Astrojack and Italian Lemonade, Making of Words, trying to rally. It's Candy Carlos up by 4. Candy Carlos approaching the 16th pole. Misael Jaramillo gets the pickup mount for Wesley Ward, and it's Candy Carlos to win. Astrojack runs on for second, Italian Lemonade third, Miss Paddy in 4th, and Siki finished 5th in 1:06 and 3.
Chicago Invader 9, Candy Carlos proves up to the task under jockey Misael Jaramillo and gets the score for trainer Wesley Ward and owner Don Alberto Stable. Number 5, Astrojack ran on to be second in front of 2, Italian Lemonade, who completes the try. 7th race of the afternoon began the 50-cent late pick 4 at 6 furlongs. Maidens in for a $10,000 price tag. Scratch number 2, Comme C'est Me. Racetime favorites included 3, Whiskey Wizard, and 6, Nutty Boy.
And they're off. Spark to Ignite breaks well from the outside with discreet manner. Nutty Boy in the red, moving out towards those leaders as well. Whiskey Wizard at the rail, the gray moving up in the third spot. Always Got the Hammer now sits in fourth. Sigmit's in fifth. Savvy Sun's in sixth. Inside of that one, Discreet Manner. In behind them is Twas Nero. 10 Saints follows that one, Kiddo. Sky Guy is at the back with Little Henry as they move towards the far turn. And it is still Nutty Boy, who's now worked to the lead. Spark to Ignite sits in second. Savvy Sun moving into the third spot. Discreet Manner outside of Sigmit, who's dropped back a bit at the rail, as it continues to be Nutty Boy calling the shots up by 2. Nutty Boy traveling well, hits the quarter-mile mark, and Nutty Boy is the one to catch. Savvy Sun coming up outside of Spark to Ignite. Sigmit in a tight spot. Moving up on the outside is Discreet Manner. They've got to catch Nutty Boy, and Nutty Boy still up by 3. Savvy Sun in second. Discreet Manner further out 10 Saints. Some late run coming from Sigmit, who's at the rail. Nutty Boy, 16th to go, and Savvy Sun is now gaining on Nutty Boy. Nutty Boy looking for the line. Sigmit runs on late. Nutty Boy to win. Sigmit finished second. Savvy Sun finished third. Discreet Manner fourth. And 10 Saints finished fifth and 1, 12 and 4.
Number 6, Nutty Boy, had been favored in each of his last 2 races, but the players who stayed with him got paid today as he gets the victory for trainer Antonio Sano and owner Guillermo Gilly. Edgar Zayas on board for the winning ride. Good run late from number 5, Sigmit, to get up for second in front of 10, Savvy Sun, who completes the try. 8th race of the afternoon was the Sunday feature race at 7.5 furlongs over the turf, an allowance optional claiming event. Scratch the alternates 10, 11, and 12. A field of 9 went to the gate. The race time favorites included 9, Whisper on the Wind, and 7, Fair Prospect.
And they're off. Fair Prospect breaks well from the outside. Little Nick V in between runners at the rail. Sublime Appeal. Now Kokomo Wildcat will inject some pace. No hurry at all as they go into that first turn. Sublime Appeal inside of Kokomo Wildcat, those two with the lead. Whisper on the Wind. It's on the outside in fourth. Little Nick V has moved up into that third position. Galleon Mast at the rail now sits in fifth. Our Mystical Man up on the outside with Fair Prospect. The 2 trailers are Geschnell and Yorkshire Inn as Kokomo Wildcat has taken the lead. Kokomo Wildcat up by a length and a half. Sublime Appeal settles in the second spot. Whisper on the Wind is in third. Little Nick V is in the fourth spot. Fair Prospect moving up on the outside. Our Mystical Man, Galleon Mast, is going to need a way through. Yorkshire Inn and Geschnell still at the back as they haven't gone in any hurry. As they go down the backstretch and towards the far turn, it continues to be Kokomo Wildcat setting the way. Sublime Appeal is now coming up to challenge that runner. Whisper on the Wind, and an early move here from Fair Prospect as Fair Prospect has worked up into it. Sublime Appeal is down at the rail in third. Whisper on the Wind's got to do better. Galleon Mast, Little Nick V, late run, Our Mystical Man, and Yorkshire Inn. Kokomo Wildcat top of the stretch. Sublime Appeal scoots through on the inside, and Sublime Appeal is now taking a head lead. Kokomo Wildcat fights right back. Little Nick V with some run. Galleon Mast coming out wide. Sublime Appeal, Kokomo Wildcat, these two to decide it right now. Sublime Appeal, maybe a nose in front. Kokomo Wildcat right back. Sublime Appeal by a head. Kokomo Wildcat finished second. Little Nick V in third. Galleon Mast fourth. And Geschnell finished fifth and 1, 31 and 1.
Another major upset on the Sunday program from Gulfstream Park West as number 1, Sublime Appeal, springs the upset under jockey Jacinto Herrera Gomez for trainer Juan Rizzo and Santa Cruz Ranch. Second was number 8, Kokomo Wildcat, while 5, Little Nick V completes the try. Don't go away, the late daily double from Gulfstream, right after this.
Next January, 12 horses, $1 million buy-in for a $12 million purse. It is the world's richest race. It is the Pegasus World Cup.
Back now for the 9th race, 6.5 furlongs the journey over the main track at a claiming level of $6,250. We have a field of 9. The race time favorite, number 4, Grand Chama.
And they're off. Good break. Mozzarella from in between horses breaks well. Rocket Bottle up on the outside will apply some pressure. Baby Antonella moving through at the rail to challenge those leaders as well. Capture the Sun sits in the 4th spot. Grand Chama will be in 5th. And behind that is Dudes Rockin' Lady Dungeness to the outside. Secret War second to last. And the trailer is Dancing Cool. Baby Antonella with the lead. Had to work for it. Gets up by a length. Mozzarella in second. Rocket Bottle in third. Grand Chama stalking through and now comes through at the rail from the 4th position with Secret War, the gray, right on the heels of that one. Capture the Sun being asked to question a bit up on the outside as Dudes Rockin' Lady Dungeness is very wide as Mozzarella is dropping back. Dancing Cool still at the back. Into the far turn and is Baby Antonella with a half-length lead. Rocket Bottle moving up on the outside of that runner. Inside of that, Capture the Sun has some run at the rail. Dungeness is wide. Dudes Rockin' Lady Grand Chama trying to weave in between horses. Top of the stretch, and it's a wide open race as Rocket Bottle has now taken the lead. Grand Chama finds some room. Baby Antonella at the rail. Here comes Grand Chama on the inside. Capture the Sun out wide. Dancing Cool has come from last, and Dancing Cool has now taken the lead. Grand Chama running on Dungeness, but Dancing Cool with a 16th to go sat off the pace, and Dancing Cool from last to first will win by 2. Grand Chama finished 2nd, Dungeness 3rd, Capture the Sun finished 4th, and Rocket Bottle finished 5th and won 18-4.
Grand Chama continues in 2nd gear. The victory goes to number 2, Dancing Cool under Jose Alvarez. Wins today for Dominica Riccio and Rachel Jacobson and trainer Aubrey Mirage. 2nd, 4, Grand Chama. 3rd, 9, Dungeness. 4th was 7, Capture the Sun. And Rocket Bottle completes a super high five of more than $6,100. 10th and final race on the program brings out a field of maiden claimers racing 5 furlongs over the turf course. Scratch the 11 and 12, a field of 10. The race time favorite, first start since last November, number 6, Zanto.
And they're off. Cannot stop. Threw the head up in the air at the start. Victor Newman breaks out for the lead, and Victor Newman quickly up by a length. Zanto has moved into the 2nd spot. Cav asks for speed, coming up the rail in 3rd. In between runners is Brunella Music. Erdadios up on the outside moves into the 4th spot. In behind that one is God's Greatness, who now settles in 6th. Cannot Stop. Sweet Bee DJ towards the back. Archivero and Blinded by the Truth. Victor Newman into the far turn. Victor Newman up by a length. Zanto right there in 2nd. Erdadios on the outside of Cav, but it continues to be Victor Newman with the lead. Top of the stretch, it's Victor Newman, but here comes Zanto. Here comes Erdadios down the center of the track. Cav running on. God's Greatness got to do better from there, and it's still Victor Newman and Zanto. Zanto now puts ahead in front, and Zanto's extending that stride now. 16th to go, and Zanto's opening up. Running on late, Cav and Erdadios, but it's Zanto at the long layoff to win. Zanto finished 1st. Erdadios on the outside of Cav for 2nd and 3rd. Victor Newman finished 4th in 57-4.
Well prepared off the extended layoff, number 6, Zanto wears down the pace setters past the furlong grounds and draws away to win it under jockey Amisael Jaramillo. Trained by Lisa Lewis for owner Andrew Farm, Zanto was the 2-to-1 choice. Number 8, Erdadios was up for 2nd from number 2, Kay, who finished 3rd. 9, Victor Newman set the pace and retreated to be 4th. Fans, we had no winners in today's late pick 5. 4 of 5 for $57.90. Triggers a carryover in the late pick 5 tomorrow of close to $13,000. No winners in the Rainbow 6. 5 of 6, $5,266.20. There's a Rainbow 6 carryover of $30,900.
That wraps up today. Don't forget, tomorrow, Columbus Day, we are racing. We'll see you for post time at 1:15.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.